calls so that there's no feedback, so there's not weird aliens in there. So welcome everybody. I know that you guys have probably seen me posting about how I don't feel well, so if I don't seem like my normal energetic self, that's why. But guess what? We've got goals. You guys have got goals. So I'm showing up and I'm pushing through anyway. And plus I've missed you guys because I haven't done a team call like all month. So yeah, tonight I wanted to get on and just talk about my biggest takeaways from Cancun, because yeah, it was a lot of fun, but they did have workshops and stuff for us to go to. Not that many people went to them, but I wanted to go to them because I'm serious about my business. And I feel like at events, I always just get these huge freaking aha moments. And I just can't even tell you guys, I have the chills right now. I had a huge freaking aha moment myself when I was there, which I'll talk about in a little bit. But I wanted to just give you guys that tonight and also tell you a little bit about what the top 10 coaches said, because we had a panel with them one day. Hang on one second. So I wanted to start off with some recognition. All of our Success Club rock stars, I'm probably going to butcher people's names, but these are people, is this still April? Yes, this is still April. These are the people that are in Reaching Success Club already, so they're in our Changing Lives Club. And I apologize if I don't know how to pronounce your name correctly, but I will try my hardest. And this is also from a week ago since I was in Cancun. We don't have an updated one yet. So if I don't say your name tonight, it will be announced next week. So for Success Club 10 and up, we have Danny, Tag, I feel like I'm not saying that right, Chelsea Weemet, Kayla Robinson, Allison Herbert, Amanda Payment. I'm not going to say my own name because that's weird. For Success Club 5 and up, we have Erin Fisher, Alyssa Crane, Christina Stocks, Alicia Rotella, Shannon Pronti, Paige Dolan, Heather Carnahan, Angie Weaver, Melissa Carr, Leslie LaViolette, Tanya Gonzalez, and Kimmy Bevins. And then out of the people that are almost there, which many of them may already be there, we have Bree Spuck, Lonnie LaCava, Kara Ramondi, Kate O'Donnell, Shanice Crary, Ina Maitev, I'm sorry, Ina, I didn't even say your first name right, Ina, I'm sorry if I mispronounced that, Shelly Doyle, Brittany West, Cheyenne Rigetti, Jacqueline Lapino, Brittany Forche, Trisha Seal, Jamie Wissinger, Amanda Foote, actually Jamie's already there. I don't know why Melissa's under both. Amanda Foote, Kelly Garofalo, Ashley Pryzaki, Giovanna Lanza, Ashley Keefe, Shannon Richardson. I feel like I already said her name. No, I didn't. Camilla Almeida, Selena Phillips, Rochelle Hiddle. I have actually a couple from my coach journal notebook over here to add real quick. We have Jennifer Roman. Actually, she's already at Success Club 5. Hattie Baker. Heather Clark, did I already say your name? It's not on here. My bad, girl. Heather Clark, Deborah Ross, and Casey Ruddle. Okay, so let me click back over here so I can see all of you guys, and let me just exit out of that Facebook. Okay, so, and then welcome also to any new coaches that are on here, and just everybody for being freaking awesome. I'm not going to go through updates like I usually would tonight. Just because I feel like there's a lot to say tonight and I don't want to run out of time. But you guys, I mention this every week, we're going to do specific calls in the month of May. I have a call coming up to talk about Summit and why it will help your business to get you there and ways that we are going to help you get there, because it is really important for every single person on this team to be there. And I'll have more to come on that in the month of May. And then also we still have 1 week left. Oh, wait, let me back up a second. I don't know if I said this. There is not a wait list anymore for Summit. They have tickets available. So if you guys don't know how you can afford the ticket, we can help you. We can give you a game plan on how you can earn that money. So don't hesitate to reach out to myself or any of the other leaders and ask. And then make sure that you're on the wait list for the cruise for next year if you're not already. And we have 1 more week left to reach Success Club. Literally, guys, if you watch my video today, that's plenty of time. You can make Success Club by the end of tonight if you wanted to. You just have to make the decision to do it and have a burning desire to do it. That sounds really gross, but a burning desire to do it. And just make a plan and go out and full on action. You can totally do it. You just have to believe in yourselves. So if you need help reaching Success Club, there is a folder in the Dropbox. There's videos that I post as well for you guys for tips for tips to reach Success Club. And if you need help, just reach out to us. And then the challenge pack's on sale this month. As a reminder, are PIO, the PIO Kickstart, which comes with a 3-day refresh, P90X3, and the Ultimate Reset. I'm going to do a post myself within this next week because PIO is like my number one workout that I sell because it's my favorite. But and I just started it again, so I'm going to do a post again about, or not again, I'm going to do a post sometime this week about it only being $10 when you purchase Shakeology. So you guys can feel free to steal what I post and just tweak it and make it sound like you. So yeah, just as a reminder, I always send out an e-card to all of my customers as well every single month just to let them know of the current promotions. So you can do that too. So now I just want to go ahead and get into the meat of the call and talk a little bit about Cancun, the top 10 panel, and then Melissa Carr is actually going to get on here as our guest speaker. She's awesome, and talk a little bit as well. This is all going to tie in together, so don't worry. But I just kind of went through my notes from Cancun, from the different workshops that I went to. And I went through my notes earlier, and I just wrote down things that I felt like I had aha moments or I felt like other people needed to hear. So it's not necessarily going to be about a specific topic. Like I'm not necessarily going to be talking about just inviting or just personal development, but it's just things that were my biggest takeaways and inspirational. And I felt like it could help you guys. So it's not going to be like the most precise organized call, but it's just some things that I felt like were important to share. So this is like the one thing that Carl Deichler said the first day that we were there, and it's just rung so true to me and made me realize like how blessed we are, all of us, to be in this business. And Carl was just saying that personal development is the one thing that differentiates, I can't even say that word, our business, and what sets us apart. Like we literally get paid to become better people, like work on ourselves, help others, and be healthy. Like, so a lot of this is going to be like belief building in the company, because that's what it, like every time I go to these events, I just come back and I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta go tell everybody about this company and I want to help everybody. And I mean, I think I'm like that every day anyway, but I'm just like on crack even more after these events. But Carl said that and I'm like, wow, like that is so true. Like how freaking lucky are we? And like another thing that he was saying is that we all have the potential to do as well as we want to. Like it all comes down to us. It has nothing to do with other people. Like we can't blame it on anything else but ourselves. My cat's like sitting here like this, like she wants me to high five her. But like I said at the beginning of the call, making this business work for you, it all just starts with a burning desire, and you have to decide to do it. Like you have to just make the decision. Bella, you are a hot mess. That no matter what, like you have to have a plan and you have to get to action and you have to put on the mindset of a business owner. I think that was something that Lindsay Matway said, actually, like that last part. And you have to plan on purpose. Like you guys can't expect to be successful in this business if you don't have a plan. Like you have to be very intentional with this business. You can't just not know when you're going to run challenge groups or not know when you're going to invite people or not have stuff planned out. Because believe me, I am not good at organizing stuff. I'm not good at scheduling stuff in a calendar, as you guys know. So it's hard for me. Like it's my area of weakness, but I do know that if I don't plan and go into action, then my business isn't going to do anything. And, you know, if you want to have a 6-figure income business, like you have to start treating your business now before you're making 6 figures, like it's a 6-figure business. Like that's the one thing. It was very hard for me to put in all the work that I did, honestly, at the end of the year. And I didn't see my income doing anything. But with this business, that's how it is. It takes about 3 months for you to see your work of what you did 3 months ago. So that's why consistency is also so important, because if you don't show up every single day and do just the little things, the compound effect will take effect and it will not be on your side. That was something I just randomly added in there. So that was just one thing, like how freaking lucky are we? And, you know, anyone can do this. We can all do this. You don't have to love fitness. You don't have to be like a hot supermodel with abs. You don't have to be young. You can be old. Like anyone can do it. And we have to remember that as we're, you know, talking to people too. The second thing that I like, this isn't really a takeaway, but that I'm really excited about is that Size It Up, the new Shanti workout. I don't really need to go into detail about that, but that's coming out in July. I don't know if you guys saw the post in the team page, but for those of you that reach Success Club 5 by Sunday, they sent all the elite coaches like a sneak peek copy of the workouts, and they sent me 2 for some reason. So I'm going to do a giveaway for the second one. If you're at Success Club 5 by Sunday, you'll be entered in the drawing. And more than likely what I'll probably do is rotate it and let everyone use it that gets Success Club 5 by Sunday. And then there's also this really cool thing. I think I shared the video with you guys about this too. It's the Beachbody Performance Recovery and Results. Like there's like 3 different things. There's a video in the online office about it, but I think it's going to be a game changer for people that are doing the intense workouts, because Carl was saying like how it like normally when he finishes a program, he can't maintain his results, but he's been able to maintain his results using this formula because it gives him energy. There's like 3 different things that you take, and he has energy to get through the intense workouts. And like, even though his muscles are super sore, it's helping his muscles. That's something we'll talk about more later, but that was really cool. Chelsea actually did a team call about this last night, but we also learned about explaining the value of Shakeology to people. And I'm going to do a team call about that next month as well. Now I want to just kind of go through what the top 10 panel had to say, because obviously they know what they're doing if they're in the top 10, right? So this is just a combination of the notes from all of them speaking. So the biggest thing that I felt like all of them said is they said that the most important thing you can do for your business is to be consistent with the 3 vital behaviors and reach Success Club and help your coaches do the same. Like so many times we try to reinvent the wheel and we try to overcomplicate this and do all these extra things. It doesn't take all those extra things. Those things just distract you from the things that are going to move your business forward. And Melanie Mitchell talked a lot about being, managing your time and having a system, and also tracking what you're doing each day so that next month you can look back and learn how to be better. Like, okay, well, I didn't get the results I wanted to in March. What did I do in March so that I don't do it again in April? And Melanie also said that if you feel like you're struggling in your business, at least share your workout and do your personal development each day. And her biggest personal development that she recommends to all of her coaches, which is also in our, I think it's on our daily checklist, is the book called The Slight Edge, Total Game Changer. This is the second point, all of the coaches said that the most important thing in this business is personal development and believing in yourself. And I was like, oh, not to sound cocky, but I'm like, how cool. Like I tell my team that all the time. Like it really is such a big part of it. Like the book Think and Grow Rich, I did it at the end of the year and I'm doing it again because it literally is all about that. Like you can do all this action, and I know I talk about this all the time, but you could do all this action and not get the results that you want because you don't believe in yourself, and you're probably holding back from being who you could be to like get better results. So you have to put yourself first because you are your business. Lindsay Matway said this, and it was just really made so much sense, that your business grows in proportion to how you grow. So if you're not doing personal development, your business isn't going to grow. So if you feel stuck right now, then that's probably why. And you also have to be very intentional as well with what personal development you do, because I believe that motivational things are good to listen to, but if you're just listening to a bunch of rah-rah motivation stuff that isn't helping you with what you feel your struggles are right now, your business probably won't move forward either. So like one of the other coaches in the top 10 just said, if you're struggling, it is because you're empty and you need to fill yourself up. And personal development is what fills us up because we're pouring into people all day long. So what we have to do, like we all have tons of feelings and we all have tons of emotions. And I know that like Tony Robbins talked about this a lot, and Amy Silverman actually mentioned this on the stage. In order for us to like get out of our own way, we have to divorce our feelings and emotions, because all they are stories and excuses that we give ourselves because we're afraid and they're not true. So things that can help with that are visualizing and doing affirmations. And you have to not only believe in yourself, but believe in your team and find out what motivates them. All right, so just a few more points. I know these are all super random, but it's from the top 10. So I'm like, okay, they obviously know what they're doing, so let me share with them. So the other thing is people need to know you're a coach. Like, don't be embarrassed to say that you're a coach. Are doctors embarrassed? No. Like doctors, that's their profession. It's your profession too, so you need to act like it's your profession. So if you haven't made an announcement already that you're a coach, you need to get out there and do it. Everyone that you talk to needs to know what you're doing. And it doesn't have to be in an icky salesy way. You just share. And you also just have to accept the fact that you're going to fail, and you want to fail because you're going to learn lessons from it. And like, if you guys are waiting for the time to start or the time to do something that scares you, I mean, there's things that I was putting off before today, like people I was putting off inviting because it scared me, but I did it anyway because there will never be a perfect time, like, or there's always going to be something going on. Like, I could go on and on about that, but I won't. So you just have to accept the fact that we're all going to fail, and that's what we learn from. People aren't going to make fun of you. It's going to be okay. And personal development helps with that. So we have to just get comfortable being uncomfortable, because when you do the things that are hard, it just becomes easier over time the more that you do it. If you don't go into action and don't do it, it's not going to get easier. Two more things that they said is to not compare yourself to other people. You have to put your blinders on. You have to learn from what the leaders in this company are doing, but you have to be you. Don't be me. Don't be Melissa. Don't be Chelsea. Don't be Lindsay Matway. I love all of them, but if I tried to be exactly like them, people would be like, this is a weird post. Like, this isn't really Jessica. And no one's really going to relate with you because it won't come off as authentic. I made this mistake. My whole first year as a coach, 9 months when stuff wasn't working for me, was because I was trying to be my sponsor, and I was trying to be like, she's a fashionista and this business person, and that's great. And I like those things too, but that's like the total opposite of my brand. So when I finally just stopped giving a crap and started being me and stopped being afraid, more people were attracted to me. And then the last thing would be that one of the top 10 coaches said, Melissa McAllister, is to have a big business, you must recruit big numbers. You have to talk to people that you're scared to. Even if you're afraid, they're going to respect you for asking them because you were bold enough to do it. And when they're ready, they will come to you. And I know it's scary, guys. Believe me, I made a list of 200 people in my warm market that I never invited. I did that, I don't know when it was, right before Cancun. And I was like, I really need to get some balls and get over myself and get out of my own way and invite these people. So I started inviting 5 to 10 of them a day. And I almost didn't want to do it today. And I'm like, oh my gosh, that person used to be my best friend. That's just weird. But I just did it anyway. They're not going to hate you. She thanked me for thinking of her, whatever. And wait, what's this say? Some of them said they would. Okay. Oh, sorry. Some of the people that spoke, they just said that they didn't really share about the opportunity at first, and they wish that they would have done it sooner. And a lot of them also said as well to do a call to action with your post once a day, sharing your lifestyle. So that could be anything from oh, I'm working from my couch in my pajamas today. If you want to, this is a very brief thing of what I would say. If you want to do this too, send me an email at blah, blah, blah. It could be about your workout. I'm so excited to do PIO today. I'm so happy about the results I've seen so far. It would be more in depth than this, but for the sake of time, and just say, if you want to come do it with me too, send me an email at blah, blah, blah. Okay. So those are all over the place, but I wanted to just share with you guys what they said because they're obviously successful. And I just felt like there were some things that they resonated with me, and I thought they would resonate with people on the team too. And I know I made you guys this video the other day about how I got kind of complacent and I kind of lost my vision and I was kind of in my own way. And I just had a wake-up call at Cancun. I'm like, I made a goal at the beginning of this year to be top coach, and I let what other people said discourage me, so I stopped working for it. But F that, this is my goal because I want to take our team to the top, and I need to stop being so afraid of it and get out of my own way. And Melissa and I had a really good conversation. We were on our call the other day, and she just has kind of been through some things recently too that I'm like, girl, we got to get on here and talk about this on the team call. So I will stop talking now and hand it over to Melissa so she can just share a little bit too about what she's been going through. And maybe some of you guys might feel like you're stuck right now too, or feel like you lost your vision. And I think what Melissa says will really ring true to you guys. So I'm going to mute myself and hand it over to Melissa.
Here's hoping. No, it's just really interesting because when Jessica and I talked, we realized that we kind of had the same aha moments in obviously different parts of the world at the same time. And we always seem to kind of go through the same struggles, a little bit with different, perspectives, but still the same core struggle. So March was a really weird month for me just because For those of you who don't know me, my husband works in baseball. So I was actually in Arizona with him and our son for 6 weeks. I live in Chicago, by the way. So it was a new environment. It was a new schedule. It was a new routine. And I just all of a sudden just got lost. And, it took me a while. Once I got home to Chicago, I was back in my environment, back in my routine. And I realized, especially, I've been reading 2 books that have been so amazing. And if anybody on my team is on here, they've heard me talk about it like a million times. So just listen again. The first book I read was Put Your Dreams to the Test by John C. Maxwell, which was amazing. Because for me, it solidified the fact that this is my dream and this is what I want to do 100%. And I'm willing to sacrifice pretty much anything to get there, ethically. And the one chapter that made me really aha was the vision chapter. And I had realized I'd completely lost my clear goosebumps, bring tears to my eyes vision. And what that was before, and now that I've refound it, I apologize if I get teary-eyed again. When I was rewarded with this diamond call with Paul, who's one of the mentors for the 1-star diamonds and above, he was saying, write a letter to yourself. You're walking across Summit, because my goal is to walk across the stage of Summit. And this was a weird aha moment for me too. The fact that I realized that I really like recognition. I never thought I didn't think that was my drive, but I'm proud to say that one of my drives is recognition. I want to be recognized. I want to be that person that I'm finding out that other people already perceive me as, and I never stepped up to it. So getting that recognition just shows me personally that I've stepped up and I'm now that person that everybody thinks I am. And I hope that makes sense. So anyway, he made us an assignment of, you're walking across the stage at Summit, as a 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star, 5-star diamond. Write a letter to yourself about how this last year and how you feel. Like, what did you learn? And I remember writing this letter and just crying because I was just so excited, because I could see in my head, I could hear the music in my ears, and I could just picture myself walking across stage on Summit. And I was like, this is it. I'm going to do it. 5-star, boom. And I lost it. I don't know where it went. It was definitely a gradual thing, which I think is the problem for most of us, is that it's not this like we wake up one day and we have no idea what our why is, and we have no idea, what we're doing or why we even started this business. It's life. Little things get to us every single day. We have things that come up every single day to make us make excuses. And we may not even be conscious about it. I know I wasn't. I was seeing it as, oh, Max got super sick, or, oh, I'm traveling, or, oh, I'm trying, but I was doing everything as what my mom calls but first. But first I got to do this. Okay, well, I have to do this. Well, but first I do that. Because I didn't have a vision. I didn't have that drive. I thought I did. And I literally had to take a couple days off. I remember sitting by the pool, listening to my music, going through, my personal development and rewriting my why. And that's when I was like, okay, that's what kind of got the spark. And then when I got back here to Chicago and started reading Think and Grow Rich, literally within 20 minutes, I had aha moments just like upsiding me out the back of the head, because it was just, he was saying the exact same thing. You have to have a vision. You have to have something that you can tangibly see that you just want so freaking bad that you're going to just get out of your own way. And I don't know why this was a light bulb moment, but I can totally know why. I totally know how Jessica felt when she was kind of going through this aha moment with pushing to elite. Like, I remember calls with her and she's like, just go for it. Just go for it. In the back of my head, I would instantly be like, well, no, well, okay, yeah, I'm totally going to go for it. And then I don't even get near it because I let those little things in my head just come at me. And it came at me again when Jessica's like, well, my team fully knows that I now have a huge, scary deadline that I'm going to make, that I'm going to be 2-star diamond by May 9th. And when she told me that was the deadline, the instant voice in my head was, well, I can't do that. And she called me out on it right away because I was like, oh, Hamina. She's like, where's my gangster? Where's my rock star? And then I started almost kind of blaming my team. Not blaming them, but then I started second guessing my team. Like, well, I think I'm there, but I don't know if my team, and that's my fault. Then that's when I really started acting like I'm the leader of this team. I'm a part of this team. I need to be an example. And that night I made a video and I told them my goal, and I stepped up and I'm like, look, we can do this together as a team, because that's what we're here for. When you're successful, I'm successful. This isn't just I forget the quote that John C. Maxwell says. He says something about, that leaders don't can't finish. If you finish the finish line by yourself, you're not a leader. You're just a runner. But if you finish it with your team, that's what makes you a leader. And another thing that I loved, or he's like, when you start something, and this was the free phone call that we had, when you start any kind of race or any kind of business, if you notice, the finish line is not near the starting line. You don't start something and be like, oh, there's the finish line, woohoo! It's down the road. It's around the bend. You can't even see it. You have to just keep trusting, and you have to keep, taking everybody else with you, because you can't get there on your own. You just can't. There's no way. You have to be able to talk to your team, share your vision, and be passionate about it. So there's just a couple of quotes I just wanted to share really quick that just really aha'd me. And one of them is, I think both of these are from Think and Grow Rich. But let's see if I can actually read my own handwriting. One quality you must have to win is a definite of purpose and a burning desire of what you want and how to possess it. So take a minute and visualize what's the one thing you want, and be selfish, guys. That's my biggest thing that I've realized that I wasn't being. And you have to be a little bit selfish, because this is your business. You're the one who are making these decisions. And if you're showing your team, if you're showing people around you that you are taking this by, the cojones, and you're getting it done, that's what they're going to follow. That's what they're going to be impressed by. And that's what they're going to be inspired by. So if your goal is to be a millionaire, write it down somewhere. Put dollar signs all over your mirror. If your goal is to put your family on vacation, take a picture of the, Disneyland castle and put it on your phone. There has to be something around you every single day that helps you remember why you're here and drives you. I posted a video. I don't know if I posted on Fit and Faithful. I was talking to myself because I was doing my affirmations out loud, because I have a 3.5-year-old and, they don't care. And I talk to myself a lot. Max is actually listening to me. And I was like, Max, Mama's going to be a 2-star diamond by May 9th. And he just goes, yeah. Okay. I'm like, we're going to be positive. And he goes, positive, positive. Mama, do it. I'm like, yeah. Like that's sometimes what you need. Sometimes you need a 3-year-old to tell you that you can do it, because that's what we're going to tell you too. Anything that you guys dream, and be big, be bold, be ridiculous. Dream it, visualize it, and make it tangible, because that's what's going to get you there. Being in that headspace every single day of, I know that my alarm wakes up every morning at 5 a.m. because that's what I choose. And I wake up, honestly, every single morning, like I know my routine. I'm in it. I'm so excited. So, you just really have to write it down, visualize it, put it somewhere. Don't put it somewhere where you're just like, well, I don't know. Share it with your upline, share it with your team, and talk about it every single day, because that's what's going to get you there. One quick quote, really quick, that I wanted to share, and then Jessica can hop back on. That is, if I can find it. Well, shoot. Oh, just kidding. I don't know where it is. I'll post it later if I can find it. But what I just want to kind of just close up saying is, you have to get out of your own way. You have to ask those questions. If it's uncomfortable, if you don't want to ask somebody, for example, I had the first person today tell me no, that they to an indirect invite. They didn't want to watch my video. So I was like, okay, why? Like, I never would have asked that before. Jessica knows that. I would have been like, okay, thanks so much. Have a good day. Click. I was like, literally, and I apologize for my language, but this has been the voice in the back of my head. Fuck it. People on Twitter, they don't know me from Adam. So why am I so scared to just ask them why? Why am I so scared to not push this, but really know why? Talk about their objections. I'm not being pushy. And if they start to ignore me, then they start to ignore me. But I know I stay true to me. I know that I did the best that I could. And maybe they'll come back sooner or later. But 9 times out of 10, especially now where I am in my business, most of these people I'm meeting from social media, but we don't have any connections besides that. So that's kind of the platform that I've been taking of, I want this. I'm walking across the stage at Summit. I am being, what was their response? And I said, when I said, why not? And she said she didn't want to add anything else to her plate. I said, honestly, I just really wanted your opinion. That wasn't my intention at all. So I kind of turned it, and then she, didn't answer me after that. That was Heather asking what her response was. So I'm walking across the stage at Summit. I'm going to be a 2-star diamond by May 9th. going to happen. I'm going to have, my team members have their goals for May 9th. It's going to happen because we have it in our heads and we're talking about it every single day. So don't get in your way, guys. You just got to get it done. There you go.
I love it. Now I'm motivated all over again.
Now we get to listen to John C. Maxwell. I'm so excited.
Oh, I can't wait. Yay. There's one thing I thought about what you're just talking about with Think and Grow Rich, that it said, this was like my biggest takeaway from my personal development today. And it was saying that the only limits that exist are limits that we create ourselves in our mind. Like, and because honestly, guys, I was really struggling with my goal of top coach. And I'm like, Melanie Mitro has all these people ahead of me. And like, she just has all these points already and she's beating me. And then I was like, so I can't do it. Like, there's just no way. But that's not true. Like, yes, it's going to take a lot of freaking work. And yes, I'm going to just commit to doing it and make sacrifices because it's worth it to me. But none of that is true. It's all stories. I don't know. I feel like I was supposed to say that. So I want to just give you guys a few quick action items on how you can implement this stuff into your business. And this is probably stuff that we've talked about on team calls before, but I sound like a broken record sometimes because I think that it's important to repeat things that are super important in this business. So the first thing would be that if you don't already have the daily checklist, to-do list on what to do in your business, because that's what it's really all about. Like, you don't have to overcomplicate it. You don't have to do anything else that's not on that list. Go download it. It's in the Dropbox. It's in the new coach folder for new coaches. It's in the Emerald folder for people going for Emerald, and it's in the Diamond folder for people that are Emerald going for Diamond. The next thing, is to set your goal for this month and set up accountability with your sponsor so that you can be consistent. Like, I'm not going to lie, guys. I told my mentor with Beachbody this week, I'm like, dude, I need accountability. Even though I don't like it and it's not fun to me, like, I need it because it'll help me be more consistent. So it's not because we want to push you guys to just do this annoying thing and send us annoying stuff, like, and make you feel pressured. It's because we care about you and want to help you reach your goals, and accountability will do that to you. And then the third thing would be to write down 3 affirmations to say every day based on what your goals are. And I want you to write it down, put it on your mirror, and I want you to say it out loud in the morning and before you go to bed at night. And it needs to be in present tense. So like mine is, I am top coach. I'm 15-star diamond. I'm earning $20,000 a week. And it scares the shit out of me every morning when I say it. But guess what? Like, that's what it takes. So I want you guys to do that too. And if you want to, if you feel inspired, take a picture of it and share it in the team page. My closing quote is, thinking will not overcome fear, but action will. I really liked that. And then now, just so all of you guys know, we've been doing giveaways at the end of this. I haven't been able to send out any of the ebooks that you guys won for the giveaways because my iTunes account won't work. I've been trying for the last few weeks, and I finally got a hold of iTunes, but I haven't read the response yet since I got back from Cancun. So I promise, for those of you that get the giveaway tonight, and those of you that have in the past, it will be to you within the next week. I would say by tomorrow, but I can't promise that because I'm still catching up on my inbox. But anyways, we do have a giveaway for a prize tonight for all of you that are still on there. So we'll do a random number generator of 1 to 200. So go ahead and type that in the chat box, a number 1 through 200. For those of you that are on the phone, I'll go ahead and unmute you first. It doesn't tell me the name, but first I'm unmuting 520-360-3010. Go ahead and give me your number. You're unmuted.
Hi, it's Shayna. My number is 17.
1717? I think that's what she said. Okay. Now I'm unmuting 480-734-5402. Do what, Melissa?
Sorry, mine just said just send a Heather Clark. Only Heather Clark knows my number. Now everybody knows it. Sorry, I didn't realize I changed it.
There's someone else I unmuted that's on the phone if you want to give me your number. Okay. Well, I'll leave you unmuted if you decide you want to tell me your number. Oh, they got off the phone. The other person got off the phone too. They must not want to be heard. Okay.
They don't have ebooks.
What's that?
They don't want ebooks.
I guess not. Okay. Let me get to the dang random number generator. 1 to 200. Okay, the number is 156. So let me see who's closest to that. That would be Cassie. Yay! Okay, Cassie, if you can just send me a Facebook message with the email address that you want me to send the ebook to. And that's all I got for tonight, guys. I'm going to go ahead and end the call because I need to type up a post before we get on this John Maxwell call at 9 o'clock. So, yes, love all you guys. Hope you all have a great night. And I have some exciting topics for the team calls for next month on leaving your legacy, sharing the business opportunity like in a way that's sharing your lifestyle, summit, and sharing the value of Shakeology. I already planned it all out. You guys should be proud of me.
Look at you.
Anyways, you guys have a good night. I love all of you. Thanks for sharing, Melissa. You're freaking awesome and you inspire me. And you're totally going to be 2-star on that stage.
Yeah.
What? All right, guys. Bye, y'all. Have a good night.
Bye, guys.